How excited are you to be starting rehearsals?
I'm very excited. I love the musical Mary Poppins. It's such a beautiful show. I closed the show on Broadway in 2012, so I haven't done it since. And so it's going to be a real pleasure to revisit all those songs and play that character again. Such a show is near and dear to my heart. I'm really excited.
Of course, I was about to bring up that this is your first time living in the world of Mary Poppins. You were a swing in the original Broadway cast, and you've played Bert on tour and on Broadway. So, what's it like getting to revisit it?
It's so exciting. I closed it on Broadway at Bert. I started the show part of the original company, so it's just such a pleasure after a few years of being away from it to think the longest word of the alphabet and get it on in the dictionary yet again.
I guess, taking it back, what was your first exposure to Mary Poppins?
I saw the movie when I was a kid. I grew up with the songs, and I knew the songs. Now, what's funny is that the first time I saw the movie is actually French translation. That's my first language. I grew up speaking French in my home, in my household. To hear the songs for the first time, it was all in French. And then to learn them in English, it was kind of a little odd for me because I knew a different version when I was a kid. But of course, I'm doing it over and over again. It just sticks with you now. All I hear is the English version.
How would you describe the stage adaptation to fans of the Walt Disney classic?
I think the stage adaptation is more truthful to the books. So the books by T.L. Travers are slightly darker. They're more about teaching the children lessons about what to do properly and how to deal with certain situations versus the movie, which was a bit more kid-friendly and less dark tone. It was more of not a fairy tale, but it was more lighter notes versus, real life happens, and there's stuff that will happen that you're not happy about, like deaths and mistakes and problems that happen with families. I think the stage version brings more of that honesty and that dark tone, and I think it's really important for kids to see that it's not, butterflies and rainbows all the time, that you're going to have to deal with certain things that are not very pleasant, but that's life.
So from what I remembered of the Broadway production was that Bert climbed up the proscenium in Act 2. Do you know if you're going to be doing a similar stunt in this production?
I hope so, but honestly, I think I will not be doing it. It's a slightly different choreography, and I think the theater doesn't have the capabilities for Bert, but I do believe that Mary's going to be flying over the audience. What's so special about Mary Poppins is that even though Mary Poppins doesn't fly, or if she wouldn't fly, or if Bert doesn't tap dance upside down, I think the show really doesn't need that to happen. It's magical and it's a visual feat. The show itself is so good that even if it lacks certain of the special effects, it still doesn't matter. Everybody will still love the show as much, if not more.
Now, you've been part of so many exciting projects in the past. Would it be alright if I bring up several of them one at a time and have you describe your experiences with them?
Yeah, sure.
The North American premiere of Mamma Mia.
That was fun. That was my first professional job out of my first professional tour. Oh my God, 16 years ago? I started in 2000. I was on tour and I had North American premiere in Toronto for 8 months, for a year. So that was my exposure, and I had a blast with that.
Your Broadway debut in the 2002 revival of Oklahoma.
Yeah, to work with Trevor Nunn and Susan Stroman for my Broadway debut, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
The Boy from Oz, starring Hugh Jackman.
How many times can people say they've worked with Wolverine? He is honestly the nicest human being ever in the world, and I hope I get to work with him again because he is just incredible.
The Toronto production of Hairspray.
Hairspray, such a great story and such great choreography and so much fun. I had a blast. Unfortunately, the show only lasted 8 months in Toronto. We all wished it lasted longer because it was just so special. So I hope I get to do it one day again. I think I'm getting too old to play Link, but hopefully I get to play Corey Collins.
Then the first national tour and San Francisco productions of Wicked.
Wicked is such a phenomenon, such an amazing story of The Wizard of Oz. If you take the camera and move it to the left a bit, it's like you can see what happened behind the scenes. And I think the story and the music of that show is just so magical. So to be able to do it on tour for a year and a half and play Fiyero in San Francisco for a year and a half, it was just another amazing part of my career so far.
Now, of course, with the news of the film adaptation being released in 2019, what advice would you like to give to whoever end up playing Fiyero in the film?
Have fun and enjoy kissing the green witch and kissing the blonde witch.
And you, of course, were also a part of a workshop for the musical Crybaby.
That was fun to create something from the ground up, to really, from the beginning stages, be able to see the creation, the creative team, the director, the music team, working on the music and then scrapping some songs and trying different songs out. So I love being part of that first steps of the project, to really, every day there's different material,
Well, yeah, even though you, of course, didn't go forward with the Broadway production, it still went through a lot of changes throughout previews.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I sadly did not do the whole year or the Broadway production. I went back into Mary Poppins after the workshop.
But hey, at least you got to spend a little more time in the world of John Waters.
Yeah, exactly. Doing Hairspray and Crybaby, John Waters' world, which is very interesting, and I really enjoyed being part of it.
And playing Tommy DeVito in Jersey Boys.
Yeah, I finally got to play a bad guy. Bert is loving, Fiyero is kind of a nice guy too, kind of plays kind of dim-witted at first, but Tommy DeVito right from the beginning, you try to like the guy, but he tries to do good, and he always just ends up doing some bad stuff, so it's really exciting to be able to play that role, the bad boy that you just have to hate to love or love to hate.
Now, what are some dream roles you'd love to pursue in the future?
I would love to play Bobby Child in Crazy for You. That's one of my dream roles. I just played Jamie in the last 5 years in production in Connecticut, which is also one of my dream roles, so that was fantastic. Don Lockwood and Singing in the Rain. I think once I've played those 2 other roles, I can move to Hawaii and retire and just live there, CrossFit, scuba dive, and enjoy the sun.
So, what advice would you like to give to any aspiring young performers out there?
To take as many classes as possible. Learn as many skills. Don't just limit yourself to one avenue. Take tap, jazz, ballet, acrobatics, sing, play guitar and piano, sing everything you can. Just as many tools you can get and you can have in your toolbox, so when you come to New York, you can work everywhere and do everything. Nowadays, you have to be a flying monkey, be able to sing, dance, act, understudy the lead role while doing a back duck. I mean, it's really amazing how talented people have to be in Broadway shows. Every kid out there, the more you know, the more likely it is for you to be hired.
Nicolas, I'd like to thank you very much for devoting your time to this interview.
Thank you. You too, Jeffrey.
Thanks. And I also wish you all the best of luck with Mary Poppins.